As we're moving into 2014, I thought I'd make a last video this year with regards to the Kawasaki 750 Limited rebuild. As you might recall on my previous video, at least in the description of that video, I mentioned that my front forks were leaking. And I thought I made quite a step with regards to the front suspension, doing the front brakes, the front fender, more or less refurbishing the front forks. I thought I was finished, but that's what you get with an old bike like this. Totally unexpected. It will set you back one step. So I had to look on YouTube at a numerous amount of videos to see how best I could replace the front fork seals. I'm not going to show you in detail how I've done this, but there are some Kawasaki specific issues with regard to this front fork which I would like to explain. One general issue is the fact that there's often an Allen head bolt fastened at the bottom. Allen head bolts are not my friend, and for some reason or other I always have an issue in getting them out. Now on a number of videos it just says just give it a snap and it should come loose, and then leave it in there until you take the rest of the front fork apart. Well, on this specific one, on this front fork, I was able to snap out the Allen bolt, so that went okay. The other one, which I still have to do, the Allen bolt, I actually ruined the Allen bolt, and so it's still stuck in the other front fork. And all I can say is never use a simple Allen bolt key, Allen head key like this one here. You're just not able to put enough pressure down onto the bolt and turn it at the same time. So make sure you get a wrench it and get the right size Allen bolt so you have a better grip on the bolt itself. To continue on this one, what I actually did, because here we have the Allen bolt which was taken out. This one's still in perfect condition, but I've replaced them with the same metric thread with a standard bolt, and actually that worked perfectly. A bolt and a washer, and it works fine, and so I don't have to get any problems anymore with the Allen head bolt. So that was solved. Another issue with this Kawasaki model is the fact that it has a ring, and actually this ring has to be inserted into the new seal. I don't know if it's an issue with aftermarket seals. This is not an OEM seal that I bought, but there's just no way I can fit this into here. It's just not going to work without ruining the seal. So I left this for what it is. To tell you, when I took it out, it was completely, how should I say it, covered with old rubber of the seal which was in the front fork. And I'll bet it's never been done. And I had to heat up the ring and burn off the rubber just to clear off this whole ring. But I've decided not to use this because I can't get it into the seal. So I bought two separate O-rings which I included into this front fork, and pushed everything down solidly, fixed on the circlip again, and it works perfect. I don't have any leakage issues whatsoever. This one has been done. It has to be touched up a little bit with regards to the paint again. As you can see here, a standard bolt which I used with a washer, which works perfect. It's filled up already with suspension fluid. I used the same dust cap just to save on the budget. It wasn't necessary to get a new dust cap. I was tempted in the beginning to actually buy a second-hand front fork, and it would set me back about $100. And I was tempted a little bit because there's a little bit of scarring here on the front fork, but these are only cosmetic issues. You know, they're not going to give a problem at all at this section here, in which it actually inserts. So I'm not worried about that. That's going to be fine. So one is already finished. I did also fill it up with air to a certain amount of PSI, just to see if it would hold the air and the fluid, and it's perfect. Nothing's leaking. It's been sitting around now for hours already, and so at least one of them has been finished. Now the other fork I'll take over to my friend Ted, and we're going to actually drill out the damaged Allen head bolt, so I can put in the new bolt in the other one also, and refurbish it, put it all back together, and put it back on the bike. So before the end of this week, so just after we've entered 2014, I'll have the front forks back on the bike, and in the beginning of January I'll make a new video and show you what it looks like, and then I want to start building up the front end of the bike. And as you know, I really want to get moving on the all the gaskets which need to be done in the engine, because I want to put the engine back in January, back into the bike, have it all finished. I'm cleaning it all up now. I'm going to also paint it with special paint, so I shall be showing you that process in January. So I hope this was helpful. I didn't show you it in detail, but at least you know that if I can refurbish a front fork, anybody can. And so this one actually perfect. I'm very satisfied. I wish you all the best for 2014, and hope to see you back beginning of January again.